What's up, everybody? We are going to review this book today. Me and DC are actually rereading the whole HorrorLand series because this was the first series that I read that got me into Goosebumps, so I'm trying to get him into Goosebumps. And here's my special guest today.
Yeah.
This is my beautiful husband.
Oh, you're too.
He's so handsome.
You're too kind.
And it's been really fun to read with you. Like, I have my own books that I read, and then, like, we read the series together. It's been really nice. I've been really enjoying it. So if you don't know, HorrorLand series is different than the other Goosebumps books because there's 2 books in here. And the first book is always different. It's what's on the cover. The second half, or the second book in here, is the HorrorLand series. All the HorrorLand series pick up right where they leave off. So it's kind of like the first half is them introducing the background of 1 or 2 new characters. Usually it's like 1 or 2, like siblings or something.
Yeah.
And then the second half is the HorrorLand part.
Where they get invited to the theme park.
Mm-hmm.
Then that story is being told.
So the first one, is about Brittany and her cousin. And then they go to HorrorLand, and that's where the second series leaves off. And so then when you pick up the next book in the series, it introduces new characters to you, but then when you get to the second book, picks up right where this one left off. So I'm going to read the back of this, and then we'll kind of go over the book, and then, spoiler alert, we'll go over the ending. So it says that Brittany thinks her cousin Ethan is really weird. And she happens to be right. Ethan won't stop tormenting Brittany with an old ventriloquist dummy, and that puppet has plans for Brittany too. So this is Slappy. He is a main character in the Goosebumps series, if you don't know. And a lot of people don't like him.
Really?
A lot of people find him, from what I've seen online, they find him annoying because he makes like smart-ass jokes all the time.
That's what I love.
I think he's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I always like about Freddy Krueger is the
Not in the
sarcasm.
movie, but in the book, I think Slappy's funny. Like the jokes that he makes and like the smart-ass remarks, I find funny. But yeah. I feel like from what I've seen online, people either love him or they can't stand. They're so annoyed with him.
Yeah. Tends to be how it goes with any character.
Mm-hmm. So, what do you remember from the story?
I remember, wasn't part of that book where the Brittany girl had a friend and her dad had brought in this ancient artifact, right? Is that book?
No.
No? It's a different book?
This is where Brittany's cousin comes to visit.
Yeah.
And Ethan has
he brought the doll with
dummy,
him.
yeah. And he's making the dummy, like, talk and stuff. Spoiler alert, it's not him doing it. It's the dummy doing it.
Yeah, okay.
And so it kind of gives this haunting feeling throughout the book, I felt like, where you weren't really sure as a reader, is it really Ethan? Or is it the dummy that's haunted and is doing this?
Yeah. I remember that now, yeah.
Like at the scene at the nursing home.
Mm-hmm.
And the scene at the cemetery, too. I was like, maybe it is Ethan. Maybe... Yeah. And then the next chapter, you're like, no, it's got to be the dummy. I kind of like that mystery of not really sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there was a part in here where, do you remember when he, like, destroyed her bedroom?
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, the dummy's got to be haunted. It's doing this stuff, right? And then later, they, like, found a remote control for it. So I was like, so wait a minute. The dummy is fake? Like... It was really like...
Had a couple of twists.
Yeah, yeah. What is it that R.L. Stein, his like most famous quotes, the guy who wrote it, is there's 3 parts to every book. The beginning, the middle, and a twist. And he is so good about making it. I love the ending of this. Brittany and Ethan get a ticket to go to HorrorLand. And this book kind of sets up in the second half the HorrorLand part. I'm gonna see if I can like show. It sets up like what HorrorLand looks like. So this is the book, and then you get to enter HorrorLand. And you get your ticket to admit in. And then this is its own separate story with chapters and advertisement for HorrorLand and stuff. So I really liked it. They set it up like super creepy when they went to HorrorLand, and it was like you weren't really sure, is this like a theme park or is it really like a horror land, you know?
Yeah.
So I liked it. I would give it 5 out of 5. I really have absolutely no complaints with this book at all.
It was definitely good at getting your interest in it, in the story. Especially getting into the HorrorLand part where it introduces the theme park and it leaves off with the cliffhanger.
What rating would you give it?
I'd say 4 out of 5 for sure.
4 out of 5?
Yeah.
I'd say 5 out of 5. I have no complaints. Like, I wouldn't change anything. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And maybe that's a biased opinion because this was the first Goosebump book I've ever read. And this is what got me hooked. So maybe I'm a little biased, but...
It could be. But, I mean, it's a good starting point for anyone who's never read any.
Mm-hmm. So I recommend it. Did you change anything about the ending or anything?
No.
No. All right, thanks for watching. And if you enjoy book reviews, I'm going to link one down here and an unboxing video.